Nigeria in 2026 is a country where bandits receive ransoms, teachers are beheaded on camera with their killers still free, fake government agencies operate from federal buildings, and votes are purchased in broad daylight. None of these things are accidents. They are the outputs of a conspiracy so deeply embedded in Nigeria's governance structure that many have stopped recognizing him as such. This is the final episode of the quest for a safe Nigeria. Please subscribe and turn on notifications right now so you do not miss the series we have coming next. Budget padding is still happening, more like on steroids now. Ghost government agencies have overtaken ghost workers. Votes are being bought openly like in a kitty state. A young woman died in a serving federal minister's, David Umahi's village home and no meaningful accountability has followed. The killers of those teachers in Oyo State have still not been brought to book. These events share a common thread: the deliberate absence of consequences for those with power and the deliberate absence of protection for those without power. When a system consistently produces that outcome across different governments, different administrations, and different decades, calling it failure would be too generous. The biggest dimension of that conspiracy is what seems to have become an unwritten agreement that Nigerian lives simply do not have worth. That conspiracy also operates through distractions. As long as Nigerians are focused on debating individuals rather than demanding institutional performances, the system will remain untouched. For example, Mr. Peter Obi's interviews have recently become a significant point of public discussion in Nigeria, and from those discussions, some Nigerians are now asking, can President Tinubu subject himself to the same kind of open, unscripted interviews? That question belongs to every Nigerian regardless of who they support. Another layer of the conspiracy is the normalization of the criminal mindedness, tendencies and behaviors. In Nigeria today, those with criminal tendencies frequently get further than those with integrity. That inversion is a governance outcome maintained long enough to feel permanent. It feeds directly into the stifling of political opponents, the rewarding of loyalty over competence, and the marginalization of anyone who insists on integrity, transparency and accountability. Speaking out about all of these has never been easy in Nigeria, and that too is part of the conspiracy. Orekeosima Lawson, born March 4, 1938 in Buguma, Rivers State, South Nigeria, known across Africa as Cardinal Rex Lawson, was a founding voice of West African highlife music. His 1964 recording Ewuenibi Akwa, a song urging Nigerians to speak out, became the subject of one of Nigeria's most persistent musical conspiracies, with many claiming it mocked the death of Premier Ahmadu Bello, who was not actually assassinated until January 1966, 2 years after the song had been recorded. Nothing in the lyrics supports that claim. The conspiracy around the song is in itself proof of how easily truth gets buried in Nigeria when powerful interests find it convenient. Especially when conspiracies seem to consistently target a particular group, over time. This song is established as being recorded by Rex Lawson, an Ijaw man. However, it was attributed to Celestine Ukwu, an Igbo man, to firm up the negative narratives that have been used to taint the Igbos, documented and made public policy by the Sardauna of Sokoto, Sir Ahmadu Bello, in the now infamous 1964 television interview. What Nigeria needs now is leadership that is credible, accountable, transparent, and that unifies. Leadership that has proven capacities to transition Nigeria from consumption to productivity. Leadership that understands that governance is about service and protection of lives and properties. Leadership that would submit to the peoples of Nigeria and to statutory scrutiny accordingly. Mr. Peter Obi has consistently demonstrated those standards, and the alliance he is building with engineer Rabiu Kwankwaso represents a serious, evidence-based alternative to the perennial system that has produced the conspiracies discussed in this episode. The peoples of Nigeria must demand those same standards from every candidate in the 2027 general elections, not just at the presidential level but at every level of governance across all 37 states. The peoples of Nigeria need to register as voters, collect their PVCs, demand a referendum to transition back to regions, and refuse to let the conspiracy of distractions, impunity, and manufactured division define Nigeria any longer. The system that seems to have captured the Nigerian state depends on the silence of the peoples of Nigeria. The solution to breaking those perennial conspiracies against Nigeria and the peoples of Nigeria needs to begin with the peoples of Nigeria standing together to declare, enough is enough, with their votes for the candidates whose track records portray credibility, integrity, transparency, accountability, prudence, productivity, protection of lives and properties, and unity. Our full live stream goes much deeper on all of those. Please watch it at May Nigeria Never Happen to You and bring your questions. Thank you for watching. Please share this video with everyone you know with interest in Nigeria's development and well-being. Please subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next video. May Nigeria happen for all its peoples, and for friends of Nigeria.